Alright guys, and welcome to the Automatons beta. Now, I wanted to do a review of it, but I wanted to do certain things that would affect me. Like, can it get rid of some of the scripts that I use? So, the ones I'm mainly interested in, if I come in here and just pop up the script list. Browse scripts. Ah, they're all here. Hey. Get rid of the pictures by clicking that button. Makes it so much easier to find them. But that one, gotta use that one. You don't replace that. Nope. This one, yes, this is a formation script I'm using. It's old and I'm pretty sure it's been abandoned. So it would be nice if we can get around that. Have something that's up to date. But it works. For now. Hopefully it does. Inventory manager. You could possibly use that event. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. The new event block. With sorters and whatnots to try and get around that. But that's still cool as hell. But it can overload your game, as I've found out. Refueler, could get rid of that one, but I like that. Solar alignment, again, this can overload your game. Can we get rid of it? Let's find out. Autopilot manager. That's a beautiful script. And this one's been updated by TechCoder and is still ongoing. So that's nice, because I love it. But can we get rid of it? Or can we get around it, work with it? What's the new stuff like? Is it as good as? Let's find out. Shart is quite possibly an amazing little script. It allows you from one ship to beam a message to another one that triggers a timer. And that timer can do anything. I use it for controlling the formations, but it can do all sorts of good stuff. That one's just a pretty little, makes a little thing that you can see what damage is done to your ships. It's kind of handy when you need to go weld them up. It's cruise control. You can work cruise control, but this script just works beautifully. But it's been abandoned. Nah. I'm not going to be testing that one today though. I just like that too much. But first of all, the solars then. Now using Izzy's solar alignment script, it's a beautiful thing. You get to make really nice solar panels and they track the sun. One rotor at the bottom, two at the top, put them in a group. I believe the group is solar rotors. Yeah, you can change it if you really want to do. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. No batteries. Do you want to store your power? Well, not right now. Is it custom data? No, nothing in there. So it's all done in here. Then you'd recompile. Yeah, solar rotors. Change to whatever you want. Gyro mode. That's for using a ship to turn and follow the sun, I believe. Don't use that one though. I just go with this one. It works. It's nice. But I say when you get I think it's when you get the panel system too big, then it causes you issues. I believe. There is a warning somewhere. So, can we get around it? There is a bit to the CTC now, which allows you, it's down the bottom, not quite that far, always aim at the sun. There you go. You put your camera on, it points at the sun, happy days. Problem is the CTC can only have one. Is it azimuth? Elevation. That's your azimuth for doing that way. Then the elevation one can only handle one. It'd be nice if you could put that in a group. Because you get, well, to copy that design you have to get creative like this. That's something like, you can maybe use the event controller to monitor the rotation on that and control another one. That would be nice to play about with. But the main issue I'm going to have with this design is, especially on an asteroid, I don't believe the asteroid affects the sun. So that's going to track it all the way around, which means that is going to interfere with that. So it works. The power, I'm getting different readings on the power. Yeah, Izzy's is actually drawing more power now. That one originally was 5 up. It's changed around. But this draws more power to run the script, look. Interesting. But that's actually taking the lead on gaining power now, so... Is it useful? Does it work? Yes. Whether I want to change it or not. Why is that? They're not matched at the minute though. How strange. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of like it. Oh, we're about to head into the dark. This could get really interesting very, very soon. Now, is that going to be affected by the shadow? It doesn't look like it, does it? No, the asteroids, I don't think affect them. On planet, yes. There's an interesting bit with this is as well. It works on planets. It'll reset to where the sunrise is coming from when it loses. Well, when the sun goes down, it basically resets itself. It's very clever. A nice little script. This obviously you can't do that. It'll just track it wherever. I wonder if the camera, even on a planet, would follow it all the way then. Would make that design no good whatsoever. It's cool though. Nice little touch. Whether I'd use it or not, I don't know. I do like this script. I've liked it for a long time. But it works. It's good. So that one's a pass. Right, on to the next test. Now then, the SAM Autopilot I really, really like. Takes a little bit of setting up, a little bit of tinkering with, but when it's up and running, it's good, and the collision detection is pretty impressive. Set the ships up, you need to do a little bit of faffing around. They need cameras, at least up, down and front. I suppose you could put sideways on as well. I don't know exactly how all that comes together. I just follow the instructions and it worked. I left it at that. So to do the ship, what do you need for a ship now? It's cameras, programmable block, he's on the back, a remote control, he's on the back just in front of the programmable block. There, these are crappy little drones I just put together just to test this out. I forget how weak iron thrusters are. Jams, it needs to be a fully operational drone. A couple of extra bits, an antenna as well, so you can detect stuff. You have to name it right, so there's the cockpit. You can do all this in custom data as well. I can't remember exactly how that goes together. And you set it up to a screen. You can just about read that. Then you got all the buttons at the bottom. I forgot to put build info in. I've been using it as a plug-in. The plug-in system is one of them isn't happy, so I disabled it with the beta. I can't remember which one it was now. But I forgot to put build info back in as a mod, so you can't actually see what's written at the bottom. Number one is you come here, programmable block, right click, select run, and you type it in. I think that's next, that's prev, as in previous, that's select, screen, start, start next, stop. Get up there, so if we go to screen, that's your navigation screen, and it'll take you onto configuration screen. Use next and previous to move around. 3, which is select them, go back to here, then you're in, and then you hit start. And he will track it to where it needs to be. To set up the bases, it needs a programmable block, an antenna, and a connector. And you need to name the programmable block, I believe, advertise. Yep, there we go. Slap a name on like that. And then you can find it on the computer in the ship. Very nice. Antenna, these are actually done in custom data. Just as that, tags it into the script. You can have as many connectors as you want. Just give them all special names so you can find them. And then he does his business. I believe he's actually set up to loop as well. Is he set up to loop? I think he is. And I want a bit of... Haha! We have him. That's not the bit I need. It's not the cockpit. It's programmable block. There we go. I changed the max speed because he was going nuts. This is why I found out the iron thrusters are useless. I've been playing with hydrogen for so long. So I've locked him at 25 and I've put him on loop. So he just bombs about quite happily. There's different ways of expanding on it. But he does his little thing. Here to there, to there, to there. So, that's Sam set up. Where's the other one gone? Oh, right next to him. For this one then, I got this working with an event controller, the recorder, and the move. I can't remember what the event controller does now, and I probably won't be able to find out again either, will I? What do you do? Ah, timer block. There's a timer block on here as well. What do you do? Reverse the order, yep, and play it on or off. Yeah, because it goes from one to the other, stops and reverses. Then you reverse the order and it goes again. And this triggers every time he docks. The event controller is set up for the connector connected. Yes. Right, there we go. And it works. There's Sam doing his thing, look. He comes in, aligns, and Sam automatically gives it that sort of waypoint. It will pop off and go over there. It will automatically detect whether it's a vertical or a sideways or a rear or a top one, front one. It just does its thing. Sam's really, really nice. Right, I need to stop you though. 8. Desist. Get him out of there. Another nice touch with Sam as well is when it docks, it actually knocks off your dampeners. But if you then go and drive the ship, remember to put the dampeners back on. There have been a few F5 quick loads after disaster. But that's so if it docks to a ship, it doesn't interfere with the carrier. Because you normally dock ships together and the systems start fighting each other and you get drifting and weird behaviour. Yeah, clang. Right, this one then. And I can't read what they are. I misspelled info already. Is it just 2 I need to press? Could just be 2. I'm not sure. Let's just go into it properly. This overrides it. When you turn this on, you can't pilot. What? Well, I couldn't pilot it before. I wonder if there's definitely some overlap here between the business then. But I found out if you just hit play, it turns it on. On a later test, that changes something. Now he's going to go there, but his lining up's a bit awkward at the minute. As you can see, it gets a bit stupid. So to start it, it's proving problematic. And I think it'd be better off starting this one actually on the connector. Also, with it being reversed, he's actually doing it in reverse. I found that quite amusing. So there may be other ways of doing this one, but this is how I figured it out best so far. I was really impressed by the little trailer that they did, which showed it docking to a ship. I think it was a little rover, wasn't it? A little transport, goes to the rover, picks stuff up, goes back to the base, rinse and repeat. Nice, very nice. I have discovered with Sam, it will not dock very well to a moving ship. You have to park the ship first. Easy workaround. But can this replace it? It works. Does it work as well though? No. No, it doesn't. Sam is really, really clever. I use Sam as well. I just put in like one waypoint. I'll go out with a miner. I'll just have that one waypoint on. Well, I use a barge. Place a barge near the mine and run the transport from the barge back to the base. And from the miner, I'd do the mining, then press the start button. Sam will take it, dock to the barge, unload, and I just hit the dampeners, disconnect the connector, and fly off and go mining again. It's really, really nice. I like Sam a lot. Can I make this work the same? Quite possibly, but it's not as pretty. And I don't know if it's going to use the same fuel. But if you do look at the... I can't remember what it's called. But you do have the points there, which sort out the forwards, backwards. Its exact point and rotation in the area. Timer's ticking away. And off it goes again. Though it does work. It's not too hard to set up. Starting it, as you saw, was a little bit awkward. Sam doesn't have that problem. So it works, but it's not as good as Sam. I really like Sam. But it does work. It's clever. And it's better than what we had before. Let's turn the waypoints on. In here we've got this option now, show AI functions, and if you catch him up, come on. Play nice. Got you. I believe... No, it's the recorder, isn't it? There is a little button, show path on HUD. And you can show selected points as well by clicking one and it'll show it up as like a GPS. Like it says blue Sam there. It's not too bad. It'd be interesting to test this with hydrogen and see how it uses fuel compared to Sam. I think Sam's pretty good. That's another thing about the cruise control script. It's really good on fuel. Ridiculously good. And you can set it to horizontal and vertical, which is, again, really nice features. It's just a good little script. It works. It's not as smooth as Sam, no way near, but it does work. You can use it. Simple and effective. Just like me. Right then, let's get on to some really cool stuff then. Playing about with fleets and formations. Right then, this is cool. This is the fleet formation stuff. I'm using this in the series to basically pilot a lot of ships. Now, the normal script I've been using is the fleet leader and fleet follower. Is that right? Names evade me all the time. Formation system, flight follower, formation system, leader. Now, your leader script gets put onto the flagship. Follower scripts get put onto followers. I've come in here. It just goes running, follow me, leader script, really simple. That's to sort out the drone 1, because you get to give them all names and stuff, which is nice touch. Does it do it in here? It is in custom data. No, the leader is just the leader. Really? What am I missing here? Ah, there we go. Follower system. I haven't really played about with it that much, it just kind of worked. Yeah, so yeah, you can have different sort of flight groups and such like. It's a nice little script and it works really well. If anything though, it's a little bit too keen. I have played about with these. 100 is too much, doesn't like it. You can get away with a 10. And it makes it look a little bit more realistic. There's a little bit of a delay. It just seems like it's glued to it. Is it engaged at the minute? It is. There you go. It's glued. Wherever it goes, it goes. There's not much in it. I think one of the previous videos had the Elm, the ship on the left side in the formation flight. He struggled to keep up. It's a really heavy ship and underpowered for what it is. So that affected it. Right, the leader then, really simple. Follower, I don't think this is very difficult either. Top of my head, I've just named it follow so I can track it. You load the script up and it says here you need to do some messing about in custom data. I believe that's this one. But there, formation system, blah blah blah. Here's a follower. Listening on system 1, which is what that particular leader's putting out, and this one's down as drone 1. You can give them all different names. Then you'd hit recompile and it comes under quite happy. Look, it's got its location locked in. I set it at 30 to begin with. Notice how it said drone 1 on the leader, because it was talking to this ship specifically. This is running in this ship, so if I run that it'll move it over to 30. And then I believe the commands are simple: start and stop from here. From the leader you'd put drone 1 colon start. But not too bad to set up. Programmable block. Do you need remote control? I think you do need the remote control. There's a remote control, yes. And an antenna so you can track it. I don't even know if it needs an antenna, to be honest. It's just really clever. But that is nice and simple and it works. You can start and stop them. I think I've got timer blocks. I did have timer blocks. Where's the timer blocks gone? Ugh. I've confused myself with the saves, haven't I? Yes, I have. Oh well. Now we'll move on to the new stuff then, the beta. Now, I tried this one. It's just bonkers. This one's trying it with the basic mover. Yeah, AI flight move, AI basic task. He's on follow. But it's not very happy at all. He's on follow home that the grid should follow. But he's not. It's more like a go home. It doesn't seem to reset or refresh. I move, he doesn't. See if he comes back to life. But a minute, you'd have to go and tell it to follow again, and then it'll move back into a random position somewhere around there. I think it's set up on distance, isn't it? Yeah, min range, max range. Trying to keep it 15 meters away. He's not having it. It's just a fail, that one. So, moved over to that one. Why are you still there? The recorder. Ah, we're still locked in as well, autopilot enabled. Okay, right then, so we need the recorder one, and then you come down here. I put a beacon on the flagship, so you set that, or just click it, then put an add a waypoint in. Now, do we get to see the waypoint? No, we don't, because I turned the thing off, didn't I? Yes. Are you going to play? You're not going to play. Okay. Got some strange things going on. But the waypoint is set off that ship. It was. Watch you not have saved it. So if we now hit play, repeat is on. He should move in to there it is, look. But now, because it's on repeat, and he's only got the one waypoint, he's constantly trying to go to that waypoint. And when the waypoint moves, he moves. And you can see, it works quite nicely. So we actually have, there you go. We do have fleet control, basically. You can do formation flying. That was the part I was going to get to next, and he's already beat me to it. Whereas the script I use keeps the orientation, that's the word, that doesn't. However it attacks that waypoint is where it will line up, which is a slight shame, but it works. To a point, until you can then turn him round. With small drones, not so much an issue. With very large capital ships, you've now got it pointing backwards at wherever you're trying to attack, and they turn slower, so it's going to complicate things a little bit. I think I like the script I've already got, but it can be done. That's the main thing. It can be done. I like it. It's in there. So the next one then, can it dock to a carrier? Let's find out. Right then, I've created a very simple carrier. On the left we have the beta drone. You look at it this way. On the right we have a combination of formation system, SAM, and both of them have the Shark script. I am using the Shark script on both. Now, I've shown you how to set up SAM, I've shown you how to set up. Words. I've shown you how to set up SAM, and I've shown you how to set up the formation leader script. Formation leader? I don't keep forgetting the name of this script. Edit, there we go. What's it called? Formation system, flight and leader. It's simple, it's effective, it works. Combined with SAM, you get the docking. Problem is, formation leader, or the formation system on its own, won't activate a timer to tell Sam to dock, which is where the shark comes in. Turns off the formation system and activates Sam. Sam only has the one location to dock. And I've not got building for one, so we can't actually see anything, but it's the first two. Undock and dock, basically. So we hit one, and off he goes. Proper off he goes. Oh dear. Houston, we have a problem. Can I even catch it? That's not supposed to do that. Something's gone wrong. Oh dear. Think I've got it. Turns out, this is the first, Sam and the fleet controller don't get on. When you have the SAM activated, even though it's disabled and not doing anything, for some reason the fleet controller was flipping out. But now it works. Currently Sam's disabled. I've added a timer block. Sam does have a method of detecting when it's docked or not, and you can start a timer when it docks. I believe you can also do one when it undocks and something else. There's more to that than I actually play about with. But there you go. Sam is now behaving. Sam is currently turned off. Doesn't have a choice. Ah. That's supposed to be the one I'm trying to beat, not the one I'm trying to fix. Right then, so to use the beta things, bits and pieces, there's quite a lot going on here. We have two recorder tasks, the normal move one, an event controller as well, and the chart. Whew. So I think one, the event controller is for undocking, the other one is for docking. Whether you can only use one at once, so you can set them up with different things and get them called different ways. Now the chart script activates the docking one. I can't remember what I set the event controller to do. I shouldn't do this really, my memory's so bad. I've set up different saves to come in and talk about them, and then forgot what the hell I did in them. Oh, it just turns the dampeners on and off. Ah. Yeah, is it when it docks? I think it's when it docks. Event controller, connected, yeah, it docks, turns the dampeners off. You know, the same thing that Sam's does, so it doesn't interfere with the carrier. That's all the event controller does. And then the start over here should turn them back on. Which one would it be? It'll be that one, which is beta deploy. Beta deploy, here we go. Yep, dampeners on. I turned the behaviour on, but I now know you don't need to. You just need to hit play, don't you? So we could probably get rid of that. Same with the docking as well. Do I have a timer over here? Yes, we do, to work with the chart script. So we come over here. We should be able to come in here. Don't need that. We just need to play. Awesome. Well, this is actually easier to set up. I wonder if a combination of this and fleet controller. We wouldn't even need it all, would you? So if we just hit 4, then he should undock quite happily. Ah, I should use 3. And do a proper undock. It could go up and left, and then when it reaches that final waypoint, it'll activate that, which is now on repeat and tracking. There we go, sorted. So he'll now, well, they'll both now follow me, won't they? Yeah, look at that. They're both doing the thing, both in formation, happy days. Right then, let's bring them both home. It's a race between the beta and Sam. Beta's got the drop on Sam so far. The beta's going to do it, innit? So the beta docks faster. I do like the fact that the waypoint's attached to the ship. I think that's really cool. That is really smart. Yeah, both work really well, aside from the problems. That's the first time I've seen those problems. Especially with the fleet. Is it though? I may have had a problem before actually, thinking about it. I don't think I blamed Sam, I blamed something else. Now I feel bad. I don't know why Sam's interfering. It's turned off, it's not doing anything, it's not in control. I wonder if it's got something to do with overriding the remote maybe? Maybe a second remote will be the answer to that. But either way, both scripts are working quite nicely now. You could always put in an extra, well, a third recorded thing for that. The beta one. So it goes up and undocks properly rather than just taking off from there. That'd be really nice. Yeah, it just kind of sits there now, look. But it does its thing. Do we go forward? He's on repeat to that one waypoint, so he'll follow us around now. Nice bit of fleet control. Would be nice to set the orientation on that waypoint though. I wonder if that's a thing. I will be adding that to the feedback form. But no, it's cool, it works. I'm getting similar sort of results here, so yeah, it's definitely good. I like it. Alright, the last one then. Here we are. So, this is about the event controller. One of the things it can do, and you can see it's operating at the minute. It can monitor cargo filled. Now I like these big base drilling operations. I've been using the rotors, the pistons and getting all that good stuff. And now I've moved on to the nanos just to simplify it a little bit for myself. The nano's cool as hell. But it has the same problem. It will keep drilling and drilling and drilling whether your cargo's full or not. When you're going through some really nice rare precious ores, that sucks because they just disappear. You're filled up with stone and it's all over. This thing's a godsend. I haven't found the script that worked quite right for me. This solves that little search problem. I don't have to look anymore. I know they're out there, I just never found one. But set the event to cargo filled. Equal or greater than 90%. Come down the bottom, hit the AND gate. First action is triggered if the block meets the condition. Turns off the drills. And when it goes below the 90, turns the drills back on. How nice is that? It's simple, it's effective, it's beautiful. I love this event controller already. There you go, it's filled. The refinery's chugging away. When the refinery gets through it, the event controller will trigger again. It might take a minute because the refinery's got to burn what it wants before it sucks more. And it'll come back on. It's at 90%, so the drill's never going to suck in enough to overload it. We're not going to lose anything. The drill will be stopped before it comes to that. There you go, she's off again. And straight away it's working with mods. Yes! So obviously some things will break with this update. Things always do with updates. Other things are just going to work quite nicely. And I'm really happy that the nano drill is currently still working. That just happily turns that on and off then. Keeps the stocks nice and low. Look at that. But the drill also has 23,000 on it. So it sucks it straight out of there into the cargo. The drill's empty. But if the cargo overloads like that, it's turned the drill off, but the drill would have enough in there to still be alright. And obviously this is a small cargo container. You start using the large ones, that 10% above the 90 is a lot. But it works, it's awesome. Really liking that one. Yeah, there's a lot of good things about this update then. A lot of potential to it, a lot of things to experiment with and try and test. The AI is a big improvement. Absolutely massive. It's light years away from what it was. So that's awesome. And I can use it for what I want to do, which is really, really cool. At the minute, I still think I'm going to stay with the scripts because I really like them. I'm not having issues with Sam. I've not been having issues with the flight follower. So I like what they do. I'm familiar with them. And the update's not out yet. So this may improve. We may get more. If it gets better, even better. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed the little video. I hope you've enjoyed the update. Hope you're having fun with the beta. It's cool as hell. We will catch you next time. Laters.